Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you today the shortest map ever. So short that a red balloon enters and exits in under 2 seconds. And here's the full view of the map just for some perspective of just how small the track is. Pretty much got grass everywhere with the track in the middle alongside a little bit of water in case you want to use some boats and tubs. So with that being said, the challenge is we're just going to see how long we can survive on a hard standard map. Just how much defense do we need to survive round 3, round 40, any round of this map. Okay, so first things first, I want to try to get Benjamin, so I'll just tank all the lives, and hopefully we can still make it out alive after that ordeal. Okay, so how many lives do we fall to after just 3 rounds? Looks like about 40 or so. And then after this round, since I can't buy anything, down to 37. Probably could use that ability at some point, but whatever. Okay, how about a boomerang next? This is good because it has the knowledge where if it doesn't use all the pierce, it loops around twice, so it technically acts as like a second boomerang. Because before that, Dormagate attack speed was nowhere near enough to, well, catch things balls off cooldown. I think we still lost lives this round though, so how about another attack speed upgrade? Okay, we're still leaking lives to Koreans. Okay, how about a third boomerang then? And we're still leaking. Oh yeah, I should mention it because some people are probably thinking, oh, isn't this one tower really OP? Well, yes, the Spike Factory is probably the easiest way to cheese this map. But since I forgot to disable it, I will just tell you right now, I'm not going to be using Spike Factories. Just to up the stakes a bit. Also, to make it more exciting, because I guess there's nothing really too interesting about watching a permanent spike just plow through 100 rounds. Hell, even on this map, though, I'm pretty sure the moment like a ZMG spawns, it'll just eat the spikes instantly, so who's to say that Spike Factories are would actually be really that cheesy. But don't forget Spike Stones would be OP, because, like, you know, it would all land. All the spikes that would normally land, like, on a track would just condense into that one spot, making it way stronger than it should be. So yeah, I guess I can't go for a farm right now. I just gotta keep building up my towers. I guess right now I'm just gonna go for a wall fire, since I already bought this guy, but we're down to 21 lives. We gotta get quickly. But they also nerfed the wall fire so that it doesn't have full uptime unless you go 1-2-0, so I think we might just be dead before getting Ben's life-giving. Okay, we got it up with 16 lives left. I gotta get 1-2-0. There we go. I think there's also a problem that when I end rounds, the wall fire goes away. So if I start a round, I might instantly collect, depending on what the first balloon is. So, yeah, might be a bit sketchy, but I'm gonna try to go for my first farm now. And yes, for the record, this map has pretty much no chance of being on chimps mode. Mostly because, well, you don't have enough starting cash to be able to survive, well, the first rounds of balloons. And you just saw there. Okay, we got Mana Shield, but I forgot about that. I guess we kept leaking lives every round that Mana Shield didn't respawn, so I forgot about it for a second. But the thing is, we're still leaking Mana Shield lives because you see it keeps going away. Okay, yeah, wall farm might be a little bit unreliable. So maybe after this next farm, we will build the second thing. I mean, I guess in the same vein as Spike Factory, pretty much anything that can be put on the track will perform very well, which is, I guess, why I went for wall fire. And I'll go for the Druid Vines too, because I think on single lane maps, those are pretty cracked. Oh, crap, we just dropped down. Wait, hey, did you see that? Yeah, for some reason, sometimes the Wallfire bugs and it just doesn't drop the entirety around 21. Yeah, I had a feeling Wallfire was not to be trusted. Should I just sell it then? Take the L on it? Actually, what I could do is I could use the ability, sell this, and get the Vine Attack. So now we actually have a road item. Put it in work. Okay, I'm still leaking though. Wait, what? Let me play the round 22. Right. The Vine isn't like instantly killing white balloons. Okay, new plan. I was kind of thinking about going for a balloon trap. So why don't we just build towards that right now, and then let me just see if I can survive round 22 at the start of it. 5 lives, 1 life clutch. I believe that's a 1 life clutch. Maybe before I lose next round. Yep. Okay, this is gonna be a little tougher than I thought. What if I just sell the wall fire and take the L on it, work on getting balloon trap up, and hope double gun holds the line? Yeah, it shoots pretty fast. Never mind. Okay, how about a crossbow? Because I'm going to go for, round 24 anyways. I need the camo. Attack speed. There we go. And now we got the Ben, giving 5 last round, so maybe, hopefully we're out of the woods. Yeah, honestly, I'm probably better off restarting at this point, because that wall fire just did not work out. Neither really does a druid, but we'll keep it for now, I guess. Although I kind of wonder if I should sell it now for the balloon trap. I think so. Let's do it. Because I'm pretty sure the vines will, like, eat it up or pop some balloons before it actually gets to the trap. Even if it, like, pops it down instantly in front. At least that's my guess. I think it's theoretically possible to pop a balloon though, because you do see it spawn for like a frame or two, so maybe. Honestly, it might not be a bad idea to go back to a wall fire, just to be able to like have something for when trap is gone. You just saw right there, things just ran by us. I feel like a mid-game option that wouldn't be too bad though is just D-breath, just so I can survive. Because like later on, the wall fire alone is gonna be enough to survive the trap downtime. Okay, we have reached round 40, so should we try tag shooter? First off, let me just play and show you how much damage we can do before it exits. Then, 20% damage. Okay, how about Outbuff Overdrive? That's fast enough, right? Yes, very fast. We're not out here to do the sweatiest boss farming strategies, so that's why my farms look a little bit bad for round 48. But yeah, just enough that we can, I guess, get stuff that we can just stop the balloons with. So I'm thinking, well, just get all the stuns, right? Because not even one of them, I don't think, may be enough. Like a Balloon Crush, for example. So yeah, before we actually save up to those good tier 5s, we should probably just get some sort of damage shower to hold the line. So I guess Tax Zone would be it. I did define the track area so that attacks aren't super OP. As you can see, they can only really go up so high. So some of the bomb attacks might miss, but should be okay. Anyways. Ooh, yeah, that mob didn't get Trojaned. And we leaking live, so that's a sign that I need more defense. We'll buy P training. And I should probably stop farming to save up for Tax Zone. If I had to guess, this is like a fifth of the length of the Blonde's map. I could have gone even lower if I wanted to. In fact, I actually did try a previous iteration of this that was like half a second of a red balloon spawning, but I figured that was too brutal, so we had to give a towers a chance, you know. There's Tax Zone, by the way. Should be interesting to see when this loses. Probably 63. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna need something this round, right? Or Tax Zone should handle it. Nah, not even close. I wonder if adding one Balloon Crush to the mix will help, or Balloon Impact. Although, I don't know if that has enough Pierce to stun everything. Probably not yet, not even close. Okay, hear me out here, but how about an Arctic Wind with an MIB village? Although, I don't think I can afford a lot selling any farms. Let's just see. Yeah, I'm a bit short. What if I just sold the Balloon Trap? It's not that useful anymore. And, let's just play. This is 60% slowdown on all balloons. And that's still not enough. Okay, I guess how about we just downgrade the first wave, just see if we can actually beat rainbows. It's only 40 rainbows, yeah, okay, easy. What if I try to snowstorm wave 2, if possible? Wait for it. Now? Okay, that works. And I don't know what for wave 3, but how about more glaives if I can afford it? Come on. Give me one more crate. And bend ability too, don't forget. Health buff possible? Okay, there we go. That works. How are we handling BFBs, by the way? Oh, pretty easily at that. Again, Tax Zone OP. Tax Zone is that guy. Okay, I feel like kind of greedy, so let me just see if I can squeeze out an Ultra Boost before actually going for my Balloon Crush. Just to get the Ultra Boost Central out of the way. Okay, and now we actually have to get this thing. Because I think we'll die to ZMG. But I guess we can Siphon it. Wait for it, Siphon now. There we go. Making round 80 easy. And there we go. There's our Balloon Crush, and we will no longer die to balloons. But again, mobs will still keep inching forward. In fact, I just dropped down to 2 lives somehow. So that tells me we need something to destroy ceramics, though. So how about a Ray of Doom? We don't really have a huge amount of farms, but I honestly think we can work with this. And we just need some balloon damage. And then Siphon the BFB. Nice. Okay, don't need to sell any farms then. We're chilling. Don't forget that also, after I get my 10 Ultra Boost stacks, I'll probably Ultra Boost the Balloon Crush too. Faster I make the stunning towers, the better chance we'll have. I'm curious how long this will last though, because something will get through the beam eventually. It's not like an instant kill for ceramics. I think it does like 25 damage each chick. Super Ceram stuff like, what, 60? So they do have a couple frames to move along. Okay, how about DTs? Can Balloon Crush keep up with it? We have 2 stacks at the moment. Although you can still see, oh, we just lost lives. I'm dead any second. Wait for it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we gotta double down to the stuns then. So how about a Super Glue real quick? Sure, that's gonna be enough for DTs, right? We still lost lives though. So I don't know. Okay, I think we're alive. Nice. Yeah, I did say earlier that road items that aren't road spikes or factories are fair game. So I mean, we could just go back to Balloon Trap, or rather the Big Trap, XXL. If that's a pretty good combo with Balloon Crush, you just stun the mob to place, and then you just let this guy, like, gobble up the CMGs. I think we'll probably just, like, stack the normal towers first, the good ones, before we actually go for Paragons. Anyways, here's 98. No siphoning. Just to see if we can do it. And yeah, I think Big Trap's a little bit broken here. Fortified DDTs are also fine. Oh, I forgot. Round 100 exists. And one thing I forgot was I forgot to charge up my first strike ability. And I don't have Joel to save me. Okay, not gonna lie, I think I'm kind of screwed here. I guess I'll still try. Mobile limbs are instants. It just, they need micro, and I have 2 seconds to basically pop them up with my micro. Guess we also need something to knock things back for when the bad pops, so have it a mob on. But let me just show ya. Ability. Come on. Oh, that was close to popping. I think I just go for more towers, then I don't need to rely on as many mobile limb abilities. So how about lead sniper and from mob 2? And again, it's kill. Come on. Got it. There we go. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I thought we were kind of screwed there, but... Now, I guess 2 seconds or 1.5 is plenty of time. Okay, so what's next on the list, boys? Feels like even with all the stuns we have on the field and the Ultra Boost stacks on the Balloon Crush, things are getting dangerously close to the exits. Yeah, it's just me, or did I just leak, I went from 230 lives to 170, so somehow I'm still leaking only just ceramic. I don't know how it's possible, but yeah, that's what's happening. Once we actually get to building Paragons, I bet stuff like the Ninja Paragon will really help. Like the 50% passive slowdown, huge. Also, in case I forget in 8 rounds, let's build a couple first strikes. I'm gonna need it. Okay, we're losing more lives on 117. Come on, I got a 10x Balloon Crush. What else do I need? I wonder at what point I should just give in and go for Paragon. Maybe this round, or... Let me just survive. If I can survive the next 2 rounds, you know, the round with the bad, then without Paragons, then I'll be satisfied. Again, with $1 million, you can basically build anything in the world, so how about a Mad just to help out against, I think DTs are killing us, right? Yeah, we'll overclock the Mad too. Surely DTs can't get through this. Refuse to believe it. Okay, there we go. So, without using first strikes, we cannot beat the first bad. Okay, how about Elim and 3 first strikes? There we go. Okay, so I have 1 first strike and 1 Elim ability for the next part, which I'm pretty sure I'm just dead to. What else could I do? Ultra Boost? That's not gonna be enough though, right? Yeah, we're popping it too slowly. Well, I think it's just time to pull the Paragon. I didn't farm nearly as hard as I probably could have this game, so money's actually kind of tight. So let me just go for this first. 320 at least. And maybe we'll see now if I can get away with just 1 first strike for this round. Okay, that's barely enough, my goodness. So rinse and repeat. Yeah, I think the sticky... Oh no, it doesn't even work for this second bad. Weird. Okay, I guess we gotta go all in with the mold damage. So how about an Avatar Wrath 2? Yeah, I just ran out of money here, so hopefully this just works. Please. I'll use 2 first strikes for this next part, because I'll use Homeland for the 3rd wave. And I should be good. Yeah, it's activated now. Ultra Boost the Mad. I need it. I need it. And come on, 1 more first strike and 1 bad. Nice. Well, at this point, there's not really much strategy other than just stack bad damage and hope for the best. So I've got $1 million to spare, I guess, for round 140. See what I want to do for that round. There's no way we're going to beat it, because I still have the same defense from 20 rounds ago. And 4 first strikes, clearly doesn't do enough. Let me just show ya. Yeah, we only got 20% of the damage done. I think we might have just reached dead end here, but let me just see if an Ace Paragon can save us. I think with 2 seconds to work with, though, we pretty much just have to have the Doom Ship be in the right place at the right time. What degree is this, by the way? 21. Because, yeah, remember the forward-facing darts do the most of my damage. So let me wait for it to be on top of the track. Like, I'm waiting to see what it will do on Wayne 1. Okay, now. Go, 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 go. No, that's not even... 9,000 damage only, jeez. Okay, I think Eventual Tumble will do more than 9,000 damage, but even then... still pretty bleak. It does help that we do get buffs too, but yeah, I don't know. Actually, Eventual is too expensive, and I'll probably just use the Temple for the buff anyway, so never mind. We'll just leave it at that. And I don't know, let me just try again, I guess. So, Homeland for 4 first strikes. Now? Come on. Wait, we actually are very close to popping it. 25,000 damage this time. Wait, Eventual actually would have made a difference, I think. So if I'm gonna go for Vengeful, I'm gonna need to sell a hefty chunk of my defense. Guess I really should have farmed harder. But oh well. Well, that's all my money, so this better work. 3, 2, 1, and again. 4 for strikes. Elim? Nice, we did it. So it is indeed possible. Now, there is still a bad after this, and I have no first strikes left, so... let's see how we can get out of this. We'll overclock the Vengeful, of course. And let's see if Homeland's still up, actually. Do I need it again? Oh, don't tell me I have to redo this round and rebuy Homeland. Yeah, this next pad just does not want to spawn in. Okay, we actually have the whole cooldown up again, so... okay, we're fine. Yeah, as you can see there, Vengefuls are just way better than Paragons against bads, which shouldn't be a surprise. I just keep forgetting about the fact that Paragons really aren't that great against bad, because you mostly just see it being really OP against bosses, because they have extra inherent boss damage to them. But yeah, if we're just talking about raw free play damage on top of the fact that you can, you know, well, give the tower buffs, then yeah, Vengeful comes out ahead by a lot. Even then, you can still see it's really scary against normal bads. They're getting pretty far. I wish this was a normal game, not gonna lie, just so I could keep uptime on all my abilities here. Don't have any tech bots enabled. Because yeah, you see without abilities, yeah, the bats just run through, and it's only 150. Well, nothing stopped me from using first strikes, I guess, to bail myself out, so how about a couple over there? There's really not much else to see from this point on, so that'll do it, I guess. Hope you enjoyed the funny meme map showcase. So we've had our fair share of crazy map mods on this channel over the years, ranging anywhere from the shortest map ever, the longest map ever, and even a map with 15 lanes. But how about one with 100 lanes? And that's exactly the kind of map we have here. Took the model of a traffic intersection and turned it into a 100 lane map. And to make this map was not easy. I had to go into the map editor and draw all 100 lanes individually, while also adhering to the traffic rules, right side only. And this was the result at the end of the editing session, and this is what we have now. A very satisfying looking start menu here, and also, if you take a look, that is quite a lot of road spikes. So one road spike for every lane means we got 100 road spikes to help us survive the early game. And also, you might be wondering why I'm doing Sada for this run here, even though she has, like, almost no range. She would be probably one of the worst options. Well, I'm not necessarily here trying to win in the easiest fashion, but rather to win in the most fun fashion. And I think there's a couple of towers / heroes in this game where if there's many lanes, their abilities could get pretty hectic. So if you guys saw in the longest lane, you know, the no escape map that looped like 100 times, we had the Spear of the Forest, Vine ability, do insane amounts of damage, and it'll probably be the same thing here. So I don't know if I want to try that out. Maybe as a victory lap, I can just show you at the very end. But yeah, Sada. I haven't quite shown you guys how Sada's sword charge works, but you'll definitely see it in this one. Anyways, also to make things a little bit harder for myself, I am not going to be going for any farming. So we're going to see if we can beat 120 rounds with just the raw money we make from the normal runs. Because yeah, again, the fact that there's so many road spikes means I could probably just like read insane in my early game, and that would snowball pretty hard. But again, proof this is 100 lanes. You can see lanes are kind of traveling in their own different path, and some of them are even a little bit not quite online. We got some pretty bad drivers here in the balloons world. Some balloons are just traveling in the middle of the lanes, but again, as long as they're not going the wrong way, there shouldn't be too many exits. Actually, maybe we should add some stop signs or some traffic lights to this, because yeah, they seem to just... everybody seems to want the right of way, eh? Anyways, in terms of funny or strong strategies, it's gonna be Mortar, right? If you get a biggest one straight in the intersection, then it's pretty much game. Kind of think of this as like Main Street, but thicker. Main Street is a BTD5 map for those who are unaware. So this is just one where it's harder to catch things in the middle. That's why I have a Mortar. And I kind of want to go for Pretty Stuff Mortar. Definitely a lot less reliable though, in terms of stunning. So I'm gonna need to get something else to, I guess, support us in the late game. Well, that's the main strategy I want to go for. Right now with this thing in the center, it's still kind of missing balloons, especially when they straddle the right side of the lane. SMH my head. Maybe Shell Shock will help with that? Yeah, this is getting pretty sketchy, right? The thing is, road spikes is still very, very healthy. I think each road spike pre-game prep eats up 21 red balloon equivalent, so that's 2,100 balloons we can eat with spikes, which makes sense why they're still so healthy this late into the game. I'm just gonna get Helipad though, again, just to save lives, and I don't know. There's very few towers that can have enough range to be able to, you know, catch all balloons, so I feel like we just gotta employ the military towers, or the towers that can just see over everything. So now we got a helicopter trying to control, police the crowd, police the intersection, shooting down all targets that run the red light, which in this case is pretty much every single balloon. I feel like even the heli, we're still kind of struggling, so how about I try a bouncing bullet? This is also kind of risky because I have no idea how is gonna do when balloons come from all lanes. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they nerfed the bouncing rate, or the bouncing distance. So now you need the balloons to be even closer in order for you to get the bounces correctly. And let me just use a Leaping Sword here to save some more spikes. Let's get this. Make sure to outbuff it too, and here comes round 40. I will try to see... Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna pop. But let's see. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So I didn't want the mob to eat up all the road spikes there, so... I had to make sure to time the Leaping Sword ability so that it one-shot the Cerams, and we did it. We did it, Reddit. Now let's go for a big one before I lose all my spikes. We got the big one, boys. I'm gonna need to give it some attack speed, that's for sure. And some camo. So let's make sure to do the good old patented double discount. Jungle drums, and then turn this one to cam protection. Just like that, we've successfully gone through the early game. Now I'll go for 2-4 outbuff to make water shooting faster. And we don't even need to use Sona's abilities anymore for mobs, so that's great. Oh, and hang on. I just lost road spikes on the top side. It must have been the camo ceramics popping into fast blitz, and then the mortar couldn't catch up. So I believe it's time to start, taking things slowly. In fact, I think I should get like a dart ship or something, Apache. I feel like something like that would help before I get biggest one, because it's still a long ways away. So I'll get that. Yeah, this is gonna be harder than I thought with no income generating. This Harley probably doesn't have camo. I'll find a way to deal with that later, I guess. Let's Leaping Sword. And I'm still dead. Oh, hold on. Why don't I just do the following? I can just get a mob shove, so I can deal with one at a time for the mid game, at least. That still doesn't quite solve the problem of things leaking, but it does solve our mob problem, so I'm okay with that. And hey, do you see what we have unlocked now? The sword charge, ladies and gents. Should we use it? Maybe for a hard round. How about now? I know it's not hard, but... there it is, in case you guys are curious. That's 100 sawdust coming at you right at once. Now that's the dream scenario right there. All bow down to our Lord and Savior, the Mob Shove. Now, since I already got Mob Shove, I might as well go for Comanche, because that's such a great option now. I'll do 105 for damage. I'll deal with the camos. Hopefully we're fine against camos, but yeah. Comanche Mortar is actually a pretty good mid-game now. Maybe we can save it for our biggest one straight up. And here comes Ceramics. Holy crap. Well, I think we're dead here. Actually, no. Comanche saved us, but yeah. This is where you can really see that each Ceramic coming in has basically their own wave. Just watch wave 2 here. Here they blow by the intersection. I'll probably just use Sword Charge for wave 3 here. Yeah, let's just make it easier for ourselves. There we go. Thank you, Sada, for... slicing the balloons. 75 is also around I shouldn't dig around with and just use Sword Charge. Yeah, I think my Comanches went away. Let's just go ahead and get rid of it. Should be fine for 76. Yeah, big one got so many stuns there. So yeah, all we had to do was survive the sketchy early game of Sada. And now, she honestly might just be one of the best heroes for this. Also, I used that a bit late, whatever, that's fine. Got biggest one. I lost a couple lives and almost all my road spikes. The only ones remaining now are basically ones where mobs can't reach them. Because I'm pretty sure BFB's coming in and just ate up some of the road spikes on the opposite side. Yeah, what's next? Well, first off, overclock, that is for sure. And I don't know, probably just support and stuff like just stalls rounds so that I can use Sword Charge to beat every round. That sounds like a pretty good strategy. Just try to stall and slow it down as much as you can. And then Sword Charge at the very end to clean everything up. And with that said, I think we should occupy the left side of the land now, because Sada's feeling a little bit lonely. So let's go ahead and double discount and get him off blue. I guess we'd also benefit from a downdraft, so let's get that too. Don't know if we're fine against DTs, but let's see. Oh, no. Not even close. Because, right, remember, the Mob Shove doesn't have the camo upgrade on it. I'll just get a Mob Glue and now we're fine. But yeah, that's super sketch. Well, I guess a main mob wouldn't hurt, and a Sabo too. So let's go ahead and get that for 93 and 95. Here's 93. Yeah, I'm gonna need to use Sword Charge, I guess. Yeah, let's just make these rounds nice and easy. Oh yeah, and don't forget, level 20, you get Sword Charge 3 times, so think about that. I mean, if it's literally one-shotting the balloons in one swipe, I actually don't see how much better 3 will be. Should I just use it, by the way? Yeah, you know what? Sure. I guess we're banking on the fact that I don't need... or Sword Charge will come up. The cooldown is actually pretty fast. If only there was water in this map, but unfortunately, instead of adding some nice pawns, they've just decided to add advertisements to the bottom of the map here. How unfortunate. But on that note, maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. Anyways, we actually were able to survive 95 pretty well there, with just Sabo timing. So that's good. Okay, and here comes 98. This is... I'm not sure how I want to play this out. Maybe I'll Sword Charge early, but don't beat 98. Like, just destroy all the ZMGs and then have this to work with, yeah. And then I get a Sword Charge 99. You know what I mean? Or actually, no, I don't want to Sword Charge 99 because I want to beat the bad, right? Or maybe I could Sword Charge, like, one half of 99. Also, I couldn't even beat 98 there. How bad? How sad is that? But as I was saying, since she swipes 3 times, I guess I lied earlier, and this is actually useful. Also, did I really not activate this early enough? Come on, downdrafts. Yeah, I really need some more reliable SRAM damage, but there's nothing I can't just... Maybe I can Door Gunner, What do you guys think about Door Gunnering in Arctic Wind? / Snowstorm, that sounds pretty funny. But is it really worth spending 40k just for that? But anyways, yeah. I'll Sabo now. Don't die, don't die. Let's just stall the round out so that everything is out first, and then wait for it. Now. 1, 2, 3 swipes, and yep. That just annihilated them up there. That basically just popped the bad. 2 swipes. Simple as that. Okay, now we're approaching real scary rounds where I can't quite stall the rounds out for everything to come out. Let's see. So we've got Mold Blue for 3 of the 4 intersections. Honestly, I'm gonna try Called Arms instead. I mean, who doesn't want the global 50% attack speed and pierce to everything? Even then, still super sketchy. I'll do Sabo too on top of that. How slow do we need the wounds to be for this to freaking work? I'm dead now. Yeah, I'll use it now. Okay, let's try this again. Sword Charge now. Did we get everything? No, we missed a couple. Yeah, this wave is super duper long. Can we at least... We should be able to deal with one at a time, right? Yeah, okay, there we go. Hopefully I didn't make the wrong choice going for a Call to Arms, but it feels like I did. Because I might need more than just biggest one for these rounds. Well, I do have CT up again, so... should be able to... hold the line here, hold the line. Just stall for Sword Charge, but do I want to use it immediately? I don't know, it's super sketchy using Sword Charge at the very end of rounds, but I have to. I just have to find a way to beat this part. That's way too many cerams, right? Oh, no, somehow I'm alive. As long as we have enough attack speed, the stun is actually keeping everything in the middle. No shit, Sherlock. But you know what I mean. Called Arms is pretty epic now. And it timed out. Let's try this again, and it feels like I'm dying because I don't have Sword Charge. Right, remember? Sword Charge was activated for the first 5 seconds so I could stall for the ability, and now I'm dead. Okay, this might have been a little bit harder than I thought. Okay, time to try something really stupid. We're gonna get 4 downdrafts for each of the lands. And see if we can just stall for Overclock, come on. Got it? And, I got Called Arms. I can't believe it worked, guys. Thou shall not pass the downdrafts. And that's how broken they are. That's why I think a lot of people regard them as S tier, basically. Absolutely lovely. I didn't even need to use the Sword Charge for 105. Or for 104. I definitely need it for 105, it seems. Okay, so let's just Sword Charge here. And we've made it to 106. Yeah, right now it's just super important to have a bunch of abilities up. To slow down those GTs. Come on, Sabo. Just missed it by half a second. Okay, we should be good this time. I have 2 Sabos now. I'll probably just get 3 for permanent Sabo, or 4 of them. We're just going to full on stall at this point, guys. Only DPS basically being Sada, Sword Charge, and the biggest one to slow things down, to stun things. Then I go ahead and just Sword Charge this round. Yeah, basically Sword Charge, as long as I have a bunch of abilities ready for next round. So I had, like, Sabo, Called Arms, and Leaping Sword at the helm. Yep. Let's just clear out 108 again. And I think we're getting the hang of it now, guys. On 3 lives, I guess I'm taking it if I survive. Sure. I can survive this round without a Sword Charge, so that's nice. I'm not gonna take any chances for 111 here. Let's just end it off. Holy crap, that lag. That's when you know things are getting a little bit out of hand. Just 7 more rounds to go, but each round's taking like 5 years at this rate. I don't want to Sword Charge because this round is pretty easy. Okay, good. Should have gotten this a lot earlier, that's for sure. But we have a Shattering Shells now, and right with Knowledge, you actually defortify DTs, which is pretty cracked. Imagine working like that all the time. I think I'll use another sword charge here. And now, when should we go for Spear of the Forest? I did say I want to stick around with that earlier. Although I don't quite have the money to do so, and even with sword charge, I still don't make it alive this round. Okay, let's sword charge now. And hopefully what's left of 115 is not too much to work with. Overclock. And yeah, we're good. The thing is, though, again, Spear of the Forest doesn't do anything until you use the ability, so it'll actually make our defense way worse if I had to style stuff for it. I'll sword charge this round, yeah, for sure. Might be scary because there's DTs this round, but I have 5 Sabos. Yeah, we gotta make sure to call the arms when there's no ability up. Leaping Sword 2. I need Overclock on my bigger one. There we go, got it. And I don't have Called Arms or Sword Charge. Okay, this might be a bit tough. Okay, let me add a Snowstorm to the mix. This actually might help. If I freeze it now. I might need multiple Snowstorms, though. Or is just one good? No, we're good, we're good. Okay. So ideally, I'm dead again. Ideally, I'd beat this round without using Sword Charge. Because I guess I kind of want all 3 bats to be out on the screen before using the ability. So using it for both parts of 118 might be a little bit sketchy, if you know what I mean. Let's overclock again, and then Called Arms now. Called Arms, Called Arms. Go, go, go. I don't think it's actually possible to beat all this without a Leaping Sword. Yeah, they're leaking all at once, damn. Okay, I've tried too many times and I can't do this. So let me just, I'll just Sword Charge. And, crap. These 2 swipes actually don't kill a bad. That is a problem, because I don't have any other bad damage. Well, I tried. But not even with a Broken Sod I can do it. Okay, let's see if it's possible to get the, Spear of the Force ability in time. I'll sell a couple you for you. Yeah, because remember it comes out with 75% cooldoff, but I still don't know if that's fast enough. Oh, it's so close. I have it. I have it. If I use it now... Oh, it still leaks. Okay, I've gone 051 this time. Come on, spam the ability. Yeah, it actually doesn't do enough damage, surprisingly. Last try. We'll see if Called Arms does anything, I guess, when combined. Otherwise, that's a GG. And yep, only 20k damage, somehow. Oh yeah, I should know it's not 100 stacks, because it's only on 1 lane. So that would only be 25 stacks of mines, which isn't, I guess, as strong as it seems. Anyways, that's it. Still a good run. Hope you enjoyed the showcase of Thick Main Street. So I know a lot of you guys enjoyed the random 555 towers combination mod I covered earlier. And this time, we're going to take it another step further. As you can see, we have some modded maps here, and we're going to try out the grid map with random 555 towers. I covered this map quite a while ago. However, back then, it was pretty standard. I just played normally, just to see if I could beat it. But yeah, this time, can I beat 100 rounds of this with random 555? On top of that, obviously, it's probably going to be a bit hard, even with the extra cost pattern, because ram towers, well, it's definitely easier to win a game knowing what tower you're getting. So to compensate, basically, the other addition is that we make double cash from all the balloons, and income as well. So it's not purely a double cash mode, because in double cash, you don't get double income from farms, just the balloon pops. But yeah, here we go. I'm probably gonna have to start by swapping with the sniper, because with 010 is pretty bad, so quickly. Alright, we got a 100 sentry. This is actually pretty good. However, we have to cover all the lanes, so I need to get another turret back here, because that NG isn't going to get like half the tracks. So just to inform you guys again, this map has 15 lanes, 5 from the horizontal and 10 from the vertical. Let's start with continue by putting a tower in the middle. I think this tack can get everything but the last 2 lanes over here, so we'll probably get a 4th tower at some point. Let me just see though. Oh wow, we're getting lots of tack shooters. I can keep these because they're, I guess, pretty good, minus the fact that they have a minimal range. But yeah, oh wow. What's with the luck with tack shooters today? Ideally, I think an infinite range tower will rest though, because you see we're still missing lanes. I think the very left one is, yeah, we're not getting blues there. We're getting another tack shooter. I have to swap this one out though. That's enough tacks for the day. If it was Shrapnel Sniper, I would have kept it, but I don't think this is strong enough. Again, ooh, Dartling Gun. However, it is kind of annoying having to micro everything. On top of that, it's only 011, so it's literally just 1 Pierce Dartling with the pretty worthless upgrades, minus camo. But I suppose I'll keep it for now because, like, I can still save the lives. Right now, we lost all of our road spikes on the horizontal lanes. We still have a lot of them, though, on the vertical, as you can see. Okay, I see it's time to get a new tower down, so let's see. Oh, finally shrapnel. So put this one on first. It does lack attack speed, though, which I guess is the only problem. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and swap this tack out now for another tack. To a Spike Bolt, which is not good enough. To a Wizard, which I think is good enough because it can Seek. And you probably do want Seeking stuff on this map. Just because it can technically pop balloons stretched out to other lanes. So not the worst thing in the world. Also, don't mind the small balloons that I have enabled. I forgot to turn it on before I started the recording. And if I back out of the game and turn it back off now, the towers are randomized again. So we'll have to stick with the mini-looking towers for the rest of the game here. 201 energy, I keep this one, because the sentries, again, pretty good at coverage. I think next one to go is probably the tack. Only 67 pops on this guy. So let's see, anything good for me? Ooh, we got a Bio Boomer. 130 basically, because the long range really doesn't do much. Do I keep it? I guess, why not? I think I'm gonna go ahead and swap with the Dartling now. So, ooh, this is pretty awesome. 030 Druid, infinite range. Although I reckon it actually isn't as good as you might think, especially on a map like this, because the Vine, you see, the new Vine attack makes it drop a Bramble on the track, but because there's so many lanes, it's barely going to get any pops because the balloons are on other lanes, if you know what I mean. Nonetheless, probably still a good upgrade to keep. So we'll go ahead and swap, I guess, this one now for another Dartling to a, whoa, 333 Dart guys. Sign me up. Who doesn't want the Fuse of Spike Bolt, the 3 projectiles of Triple Shot, and the damage of Crossbow? Now, you can see we're lacking lead popping because only the Druid pops them right now, and the Vines, again, are on the wrong side. So, quickly, I'll drop tower number 7 because I feel like these towers right now, they're pretty alright as it is. So, we're hoping for lead popping, but I think I would keep this too. This Blaze Shooter with Tack Sprayer, insane amount of Pierce. I think I ought to upgrade this one. Lead PP, please. Okay, this is good enough, I think. We'll put it on strong. We'll swap it after this round, though, because there's no leads till 37. I just want to pop some leads this round. New tower, please. Ooh, Signal Flare. This is my D camo, but I think it's too unreliable. Or is it? Yeah, screw it. Let's swap it out. Alright, Ninja, we keep this because it's camo for now. Let's swap out the Wizard now. 112. Is this good? Without Shrapnel, I don't think so, but if I leave it in strong, it should be okay for now. And you can probably already tell by now that the double cash is making a huge difference because of all the money you have. You can afford some pretty good towers, but that's the only way we're going to be able to beat, well, map stuff is this. So, I just randomized to a 220 Ace. Cleansing Foam. Nope. Nope. Ooh, Reactor. Guess I keep this, right? For now, at least. Now, if I remember correctly, round 40 comes on the left side, so I'm gonna need to snack some defense back there, or on the left, so let's see. Right now, I don't have a whole lot of good stuff. Okay, we got another Dart Monkey that's fully cross-path, although it's only 233 instead of 333. I think I'll keep it for now. Let's draw another super in the corner, or rather here. Here. Alchemist, nope. Ooh, this is a Mob Glue. We'll keep it because it works for the Moab, of course. And what do you think? You think this is enough to beat round 40? Well, just because I have money, we'll go ahead and see if I can get something good quickly. And here we go. Mob time. Come on, Dart Monkey Crossbow. Bruh. Well, in all fairness, that track length is pretty short. Now, we got, I'm gonna swap this out. Ooh, we got Outbuff. Surely this is enough to work, right? Just outbuffing this Dart Monkey should increase its damage immensely. And just take a look at the difference now. Am I right? Yeah. It definitely did do better. Okay, now this is useless because there's no mobs till around 50. So, Jungler's Bounty. This is our first farm upgrade we've gotten, so I guess I should keep it for now. Until further notice. Ideally, we could get another tower here to randomize into a farm. Well, let's see if we ever get that lucky. 222 Dartling. It's fun, but nah. Ball Lightning, fun, but nah. Deathbag is also fun, but nah. Oh, 404 Reactor, okay. The problem is that this one doesn't really synergize well, because if you unsubmerge it, you lose reactor. So skip. Oh, Monkey Town. That is now under the track. That makes perfect sense. Now, I guess I do keep this because, again, it does give me money. Extra money from popping balloons with these cameras in range here. I also do have 11k, so I should be spending it on better stuff. How about some defense at the backside? A. Buckshot. Blue. Ooh, more glaives bioboomer. Yes, this is a good cleanup. The backside. In fact, oh my god. Did you see that ricochet right there? You take a look again. Even if there's no balloons in range, it still decides to ricochet an insane amount, which is going to be absolutely massive for us. 203, 113. Okay. I'm okay with this 132 bouncing bullet for now. We'll put it on first. Swap out this other guy. We got a Juggernaut crossbow. If only it was triple shot, then I would have probably kept it. Oh, speak of the devil. Not a Juggernaut triple shot, but a Sharpshooter triple shot. This is definitely yet another keeper. Alright, ceramics here. Even with all these towers I have right now, is kind of getting a bit sketchy, so let's see. I think I ought to upgrade this ninja in the middle here. Nope. Nope. Phoenix. Is it worth keeping? Actually, let's watch a multi. Oh my god, we're dead. Well, we're not dead, but that wasn't too hot. Maybe I'll use the ability for the mob coming out on ramp 50. The second one. I'm not sure which lane it spawns from, but we'll use it now. And, okay, lane 2. Okay, this money's ridiculous. I should be spending it, like, all of it right now. Otherwise, I'll die. Balloon Sabotage. We'll keep that. Let's swap out this guy in the corner quickly. Ooh, this is spicy. Wait a minute, this is kind of broken. ODS Bomber Ace Never Miss. It's a shame that, even with knowledge, I don't have a Wing Monkey, but that's fine. Center Path does the job. I think despite how good it's looking right now, balloons that are on the opposite side of the ace are still a problem, as you can see in that corner. Luckily, we do have the boomerang to help out, but we should probably swap out these cameras. Ooh, May Moab. I'll keep this for now. Swap out this other guy. Supply drop, I gotta keep it because it's money making. Monkey Pirate? Destroy Monkey Pirate. Nah. I bet we can go better. And I bet we could probably do better than this, too. As Accelerator. If it was attack speed, we would have kept it, but I think the combination of Buckshot, it just adds rather than multiplies. So, next, ooh, S-Mail. S-Mail, but it's Ring of Fire. Unfortunately, the Maelstrom ability is not Ring of Fire spewing everywhere. As much as cool as that would be to see. But yeah, as cool as a Maelstrom is, it probably would be cool to have a stronger permanent tower. But I'm gonna keep it for now, and hopefully we'll get something else that's good, like this 433 boomerang, which I'll keep for round 63. Probably would help there. And I'll probably swap out this guy. Got a Ring of Fire, which will help with. The range is tiny. The training won't really help. Blue Trap won't really help. Neither will this guy. A Mib might help, but nah. Arcane Spike? Sure, why not? But yeah, I think we can beat this round here. I'll use S-Mail for wave 1 here. And then I'll just cycle the abilities if I don't get S-Mail up again for wave 2. Like Sabo, for example, right now. Easy. I think the more press glaives, or the more glaives, is really helping out. Because I mentioned earlier, the Ricochet is absolutely nasty. Like, I don't think we even need any abilities to beat that. That's how OP it is. Alright, I think it's upgrade time. So let's go ahead. 47k to work with. Hopefully, ooh, a Monkey Obelisk. But I don't think it makes any money, does it? Probably not. Hybrid Lord. Unfortunately, the cross-pathing isn't anything special. So next. Ooh, this is pretty spicy. You guys already know how good Elite Sniper is mid-game. But how about if you give it more attack speed and more damage at the other position? Well, I think we found a carry all the way to round 80 at least. So yeah, why don't we just go ahead and... Oh my god, we got a Monkey Town too. Even better, because since this guy's stealing all the pops, we're gonna get 50% more cash because of that as well. But yeah, talk about some insane luck right there. We're now sitting at $101,000. I think it ought to be time to upgrade to something spicier. Like, let's upgrade this guy. 433, it turns into a 534 sniper. Well, this is just gonna be a sniper carry game, isn't it? Which I don't mind, because, I mean, literally snipers are the best on a map like this. So you can just chill on autopilot and let the snipers go to work. And again, in the meantime, we'll swap out, I guess, this S-Mail for a 5-5-3 boat. Now, again, I don't think the boats really synergize, the cross-pathing. So it's literally just Pyrolord plus Careflation plus Immersion Man, which I'll take for now, but I'll swap it out later. But yeah, Sniper's so OP, you really don't even see the BFBs spawn. Well, you can see it, like, poke their head out a little bit. But the Sniper shoots so fast, this one. Just stuns immediately, and the plus damage allows this guy to just shred it. Pretty insane. Also, is it just me, or is the Elite Sniper crate only making $300? Notice this guy's only made $1,800. Meanwhile, this guy, $12K. Guess it might be some sort of weird glitch, but, I mean, not a big deal considering its power has allowed us to survive all the way to 90K. So, let's see. What's next that I could swap out? Maybe this one in the bottom right corner. So, let's buy Energizer. Another Carrier Flagship. Yes, keep in mind that in the randomizer, I think you can get multiple tier 5s. There's no limit. Alright, Sky Shredder Bomber Race. Give me something more spicy. Well, yeah. So we'll swap out the boat instead. Homeland Defense, okay. Now, I kind of realized at this point that 100 rounds of this might actually be a little bit too easy considering the double cash mode. So I'll probably take it a little further. Maybe see how long we can survive instead of ending at a set round. Like, seriously, these rounds aren't even competitive by the balloons right now. Like, around, like, 95, for example. Still, not even close. I didn't even use Homeland, too, to double the damage and the pierce of everything. Oh, this one's pretty exciting, though. A Carpenter Spike Deadly Mine with Spike Mines, but I think it feels like a Deadly Spike overrides the Spike Mines from what I can see here. Let's use the ability. And indeed, it shoots out Deadly Spikes for the ability instead. Pretty nutty. And just like that, I didn't even notice, but we blink and we're suddenly around 100. This bat should be no problem, right? Or should I use Homeland for it? Nah, no Homeland, just watch. Easy. Alright, let's keep going. Well, I don't think we've seen enough of this mod yet. Another crew of Moab. This time I think it's even better. Yeah, it's even better than the, this guy over here. Because it has, well, double attack speed with Elite Defender, and even more. Now, I think it's kind of redundant because I don't think the damage stacks, like the +5 debuff. So I guess I'll swap this guy out now for a Superstorm, which isn't OP enough. How about another Homeland? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, we just died? Oh, crap. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the right side. That's okay, though. You can now see the true power of all these towers. Now that I'm paying attention to... Wait. No, we're dead again. Okay, hold on. I guess the tough rounds came in way faster than I expected. My bad there. It feels like this guy wasn't doing anything. So let's randomize. Ultra boost time. Wait, hold on. I'm not sure what that was, but I guess that helps us beat 103. In fact, I'm gonna keep Ultra Boost because, well, I can have permastacks on stuff like this. And I think that would be pretty good. Wait, is this a glitch? I think the mobs are getting past the permaspike. Wait, this Ultra Boost is still shooting permaspike files. Alright. Oh, I think the game is glitching out because I'm using it. It's glitching out for sure. I have no idea what's going on right now, but we're dead. I'm going to actually re-randomize every tower, but back and out of the game. Hopefully the glitch, you know, fixes itself. And jump back in. What do we see? Well, let's take a look at all the towers real quick. Wizard Lord Phoenix, Sarbama Spectre. All of these are pretty crappy combos, not gonna lie. That's why, luckily, I do have 70k to work with, so let's see. Balloon Crush is pretty good, but it doesn't have cam protection. I think I'll keep it as, even though it's not cross-path well. Interestingly enough, we still have the 353 Sniper, literally the exact same tower right there. So that's cool. Upgrade, alright, Avatar Wrath. Cool. I also seem to have a Flying Fortress in the corner, but it's only 025. You know what, let's just play. I mean, I do have plenty of abilities I can work with, right? Like Star Bomber, for example. Do I use it now? Or do I wait? Well, I probably should have used it immediately. That's okay. We'll start with Wizard Phoenix immediately. All I'm hoping is to beat at least this first round. And I think we have enough to beat 103 finally, okay. But it only gets harder from here, guys. What if I use a fan club? Does it do anything special? Don't think so, we're dead here, right? We're so dead. GG. Sky Shredder Sarvama. Does give me 2 Star Bomb abilities, but it's not that great. I will keep this one, though. But I will swap out this one. Another WLP? Alright, let's swap with the other WLP. P-Brew. Sure, fine. Nope. Hey, Attack Zone. Sure, I guess the combo's pretty decent. But I still don't know if it's gonna be enough. Either way, I think we're about ready to just play and pray. Play and pray, boys. That's how we're looking for this round. I'm going to SAR here? Yeah, I'm going to. Maybe the Master Bomber could be gotten rid of, because it only has no stacks. Shoots so slowly. Right? I think so, yeah. Another Sky Shredder? Maybe not the worst thing in the world, but we need some backup, I think. I think I might try just randomizing the Bez here. We got a Grandmaster Saboteur. Is that good at all? We have the Sabo ability, but I think I ought to try again. Oh, Mad. I had to use SAR there. The only problem with Mad is that I can't really target well. Let's try again. Homeland. Screw it. Again. Again. I'm being picky. I know I am. I'm just swapping out literally everything. BMA? Nah. Ultra Boost? Maybe. I feel like since we have the left side covered, the right side is where we're struggling, as you can see. Not enough towers, so let's go ahead and drop maybe a Neo one here. Preemptive? Nah. Another Wizard Phoenix? How about no? Biggest one is not terrible, I guess. I'll just target it over on the right side here. Also, don't mind me just ultra boosting my attack zone over there. With it's shooting blades, it looks so deadly. And it probably is deadly. Let's go ahead and just use all the abilities we can. Do we use ground zero here or what? I think I will. Oh my god, I was literally half a second off. Unlucky. Hopefully we can take him here though, come on. Random 111. I think this time with proper ability timing, we are just good. Alright, randomized Archmage. We have a new big play now. And this is actually one I might keep. Because, you know, this one finally has attack speed, rather than the 025. Got two big planes in the field. What's better than one big plane? Two. But unfortunately, I think we ought to spice it up. 552. Another big plane. Another Ultra Boost. Nah, I'm good. Thanks. Another P-Brew. I'm probably good as well, thanks. Actually, what I should do is if I just swap out the Pure Brew, because if you guys didn't know, it still stays even after you randomize tower. So it'd definitely be a good idea to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and swap a Bomb Blitz. Actually, no. Balloon Crush Bomb Blitz is insane. Is it not? And if I can take it on from here, we have so many good towers now. The big plane, along with the Ultra Boost stacks. Let's go ahead and swap out this tower here. Just to see if we can get anything spicier than what we currently have. Come on. Oh, finally our first 555 tower. Inferno-Rang, Maelstrom, and Attack Zone. What a delight. Now, let's see if we can beat, we're on 19 here. It seems like we can. That's good. We lost a crew Moab, but we still have enough damage with literally everything we have on the field right now. Nice. And I think with that, we can probably conclude it. Thanks for watching, guys. I would keep playing, but if I keep playing, I'll get addicted, and I'll never end up stopping. So I gotta stop myself at some point. So on the field right now are all the shortest upgrades in Balloon BTD6. And these are the shortest rules I could find. Easy mode, 4 characters long. Chimps mode, 6 characters. Map is Rake, tied with Logs, Quad, and Mesa. But I figured we had enough of Logs already, so we'll pick the Rake. Now, as for the towers allowed, we have Glaives with the Boomerang, Icicles, Spectre, Pursuit and IFR, Mad, Shimmer, Base Druid, Pin, and lastly, our hero is Sai, 3 characters long. So overall, all the upgrades in this challenge are 7 characters or less. Here is the full list. And yeah, the goal here is to beat 100 rounds of Chimps mode, so let's begin. I'm going to start with the NG because I am going to allow myself to cross-path tower, so what I'm thinking is probably a 202 pin, because that allows sentries to pin itself. As much as I'd love to include the rule where I can only go up to that upgrade that has Shore's upgrade, it simply seems a bit unviable, especially when I'm playing in Chimps mode where, you know, I can't sell to get the upgrade faster. That's going to be a pain in the butt. But of course, I will try to ensure that by the end of this game, every upgrade on the screen will have that shortest upgrade unlocked.
So anyways, let's go ahead and drop Psy down, and this is a strategy I'm looking at. Well, there's really not much. You're pretty much forced to go Spectre for the mid game, and then probably a Mad, because how are you going to beat a Mad with these characters on the field? And I picked 7 as the cutoff number because for 8 characters, there's like double the amount of options, and I think 7 has a good amount of variety, because we have the Shimmer to decamo Balloon, so I can go for the good crossbat Spectre, and yeah, just decamo all the camos in general. I don't know if one Shimmer can get everything decamoed on this map. I don't think so, so I guess 2 of them isn't the worst thing in the world to do. But yeah, as expected, easy mode is pretty easy so far. Let me see what I want to go for next. Probably, again, the Spectre, because you can get them or miss, and that built into the Spectre, which is solid for the mid. Now, placements, I guess here in Figure Infinite probably works. Covers the exit. Not gonna lie, avoiding the Never Miss here is pretty easy, because we're playing on easy mode. Now, I just realized that easy and hard have the same amount of characters for them, so it was a tie. So perhaps if this run ends up being too easy, we could amp it up to hard mode a bit. Now, first off, let me just get some lead popping. What do we have? Now that I'm looking at it, we actually don't have very much other than... I guess I'll try to get Fireball for Shimmer first, but I don't know if just one of them is enough for all leads. Let me just see. Otherwise, I have to go for like a Cold Snap, which is very annoying. Come on, Fireball. No. Missed one. Do I get one more Shimmer back here? Well, I can't afford it. Ooh. Yeah, I'm 6 looks short of 2 Fireballs. Well, I guess we have to rely on the Cold Snap then. So hopefully this shoots fast enough. Come on. 2-0-1. It has to be this cross path, not middle path. Otherwise, it won't be Icicles. But yeah, as I said, if easy mode is too easy, hard mode is probably going to provide a decent enough challenge, because with the harder save up, because the prices are more expensive, that might make the mid rounds a bit harder. But of course, we'll see first. Now for camos, should get work on the Shimmer, but for now, the Psy hero can cover for us. Think it's worth getting Wallfire for the Wizard? Probably not, because it's not the intersection. You can't target this Wallfire unless it's the top path, so I don't really want to drop anything else until Spectre. Luckily, it's only less than 20k, so all things considered, on this pace, we should make it by before around 50. Let's see if we can beat a mob, though. Never Miss has good mob damage, but it's like 1 damage per shot. I'll use the Side Stun if I have to for the Ceramic. Just to be safe, why not? So far, so good. Just 4k left for Spectre. Just if we can beat this round. Oh, we lead to Camo Pink. That's not good. What if you try Kraken? Because this is, I guess, more reliable in terms of targeting. It just barely reaches... Doesn't reach the bottom, though. Luckily, I think it's enough for the camos so far, so... Alright. Round 49 is cash money, so if you beat the Ceramic Wave, Spectre is ours, and... I think the save up for Matt is very easy. Come on. Just a couple $100 to go. Ah, oh, so close. 250. Maybe we'll buy Wallfire, because this is like a good amount of damage. I'll do it. Alright, so side ability now. Let's see if it helps out. For the Ceramics here, yes it does. Alright, cool. Alright, and there's Spectre, guys. Now we're good until round 80, I think. Minus camos, but that's why I'm gonna get 2 Shimmers. Now, I guess it's annoying going for Matt anyways. Let me go ahead and drop Darling down. I probably gotta remove this thing, right? Yeah, shoot through. Plus, this is a good spot for my second Shimmer. So, I'll work on that, but first off, I want to go for that Mad. Here are fortified mobs, by the way. Okay, seems like even with the Spectre, we don't really have good mob damage, especially for fortified, so... I guess I gotta do a bit of micro here. I mean, we do have size abilities that I should probably use to my advantage. Yeah, this save for Matt isn't as trivial as I thought, because we gotta get through the late 70s with only Spectre on a Rake. But I'll make sure to use my abilities carefully, so Rocket Scrum now. Save side abilities for, I guess, 76, if I need to. Actually, no, Spectre deals with, like, group balloons, like, very easily. Not a problem. Just the only thing is that we're lacking mob damage. That's why the Mad is so important to get. Now, I think round 79 gives us enough money, so just beat that round, and, Mad is ours. Easy. Yep, beat this part here, and there is Mad. Nice. So now we just want to get clean up for balloons. So that would basically be Icicle spam. I could try to go for another Spectre, but I have to budget my money accordingly, because we don't make a lot in the last 20 rounds here. But yeah, Mad is literally a cheat code here, because it just one-shots Moabs, 2 shots BFBs. It's crazy. I think I'm just going to start spamming Icicles, because I'm pretty sure that's all we need. Yeah, as I said so far, guys, very trivial. I think we pretty much have enough money now to go for another Spectre, so let me go ahead and do that. Another 204. fortified DTs, I'll just go ahead and use mad ability just to be super safe. And we should be able to beat this mad, or this bad down, wow, very quickly. And yeah, that was fast. Now I want to show you the difference of hard mode, because I realized my mistake a bit into the challenge that easy might be a bit too easy. I think my best bet here is literally just start round 1, just like the other run, because the thing is, if I start at round 3, which I was thinking, that's normal hard mode, but the thing is, round 4 is too hard. It's harder than round, like, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, I need to get this sentry gun this round, stat, or I could drop another tower, which I probably might have to, dang. Let's see if I can target my way out of this, come on. Last right now. Switch to first. Back to last. And okay, end of round cash, we get sentry gun. And hopefully this is enough Pierce to get us through round 4. If not, we might have a problem on our hands. But I think we're good. Yes, we are. Thanks, sentry gun. So good news is that the sentry gun solo can just get us to Psy. Means we can get our, or their levels ASAP. And I think the build order is pretty much the same. Although we might need more defense before getting up Spectre. And before getting up Mad as well. Like, Mad will probably be a mid-80s buy. Hopefully it is doable. Now for Lads, I think I'm going to opt for the intersection wallfire rather than the 2-0-1 that I did for round 28. This is a bit worse of a shimmer spot, but it is a sacrifice I must make for a better early game. And then hopefully now we can save it for a never miss. At this point, I already had never miss on the easy run because it was so cheap, but nah, I can't do it for this one. Alright, so round 49 here. I think I need to upgrade a tower or something. Come on. The 0-0-0 Darling Gun came in clutch. By the way, I dropped this for round 40 because somehow I couldn't beat it. But there's no way I can make it 10 more K. So all my efforts are in vain, sadly. Here's how a Moab deals with it, by the way. Very bad. Luckily, the Ice Bear cleans up for us. Oh, JK. I mean, I suppose I could try a Hydra Rocket Pod. Yeah, it's a bit more expensive than a second Never Miss, but I don't really want to drop a second Never Miss at the moment, because without Outbuff, it's actually not as good as you think. Also, I should definitely go for a laser shot, because this doubles the damage of, you know, to Moabs. So this will be a Moab Palm Power, I guess. Still getting pretty far. Yeah, again, guys, this is just the difference easy to hard mode makes. Now, it's so much harder to save up for Spectre. I can only hope to get it by round 63 at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to basically rely on sizability every round, because I only have one Darling to target. Maybe I can draw multiple. No, I can't draw multiple Darlings, because, you know, the only upgrade is Mad, so dropping one of those would mean I break the rules of the challenge, which is a no-go. And I'm gonna die here, right? Yes. I think we'll try to buy Ice Skulls to see. Maybe this does, this helps do more damage if we freeze a balloon and then hits the shard, but it does nothing if the mob is all the way in front, like now, for example. And that is a problem, folks. Alright, let's try something really weird. Another Wallfire. So we just put it in intersection. It does decent mob damage, although that's not really the main point, but I can upgrade that to Shimmer later. Let's see now. Okay, much better, but I died in mob number 2. Right? No, okay. Thank you, Stun. It appears we have double trouble with 2 Moabs this round. This is almost certainly a GG. Yeah. I gotta be able to beat the first 2 waves here. And then hopefully save the stun for the second part. The thing is, the Psy only affects 3 of the 4 Moabs that come out, which is really annoying. Let's try this side first. Long side, and then up. Come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, cool. This run has suddenly become a lot more sweaty. Now, please tell me you can beat a BFB. Please. Oh my god, I'm so close to Spectre, guys. Less than $1,000 off. So if only I didn't buy one measly upgrade, but I need all of them to make it here in the first place. I would have had it, though. Not really sure there's much I can do, really, other than just Psy Stun and pray that would be the insides. Come on. There's just too many balloons. How about we try a couple Ice Towers? Because if we're going to go for Icicles anyways, maybe slowing them down. Alps. Alright, cool. That was huge. Literally just two of these guys. And then I can afford, wait, can I afford this round? Oh, no. Did I really spend too much money this round? Last round? No, I did. You've got to be kidding me. Yep, you're indeed kidding me, guys. I had to go for one less Ice Tower. But even then, I still would have been off by a little bit, right? Yeah. Well, folks, I am left with no choice but to restart the entire run from round 1 all over again. But this time, I'll make sure not to overspend, so maybe I won't crosspath Wallfire, which I did last time. among other things. Well, here we go, guys. Can I buy Spectre mid-round? Ooh, I'm about $100 short. I did cross-path this with non-cam, by the way, because it does a bit better. Looks like I need to drop one Ice Tower, though. If I'm gonna drop just maybe one Permafrost, I think I can afford it, but let me just try not Permafrost first. 0/0/0 Ice. So stuns, and then come on, Ice Tower. Help us freeze things. Nope. I think we need at least one Permafrost. Come on. It looks good. Nice, got it. All right. Now we just have to survive a little bit to afford, you know, 270. We should make it, all things considered, and there we go. That was a pain. Now, it's not over because, again, saving up for Mad is a bajillion dollars, so I might need to go for 2 Spectres. It's almost certain. As you guys see, we are currently $30,000 short of a Mad. That is a lot of money to make in the 80s, so if I don't buy anything else, I can afford this by the late 80s. If I have to buy another Spectre, then I think this is not possible. If I buy another Spectre, I can afford Mad at like 95, but then I die DTs, I think. So I guess we just have to somehow find a way that, like, to see if this can survive. And I might have to start using Psy level 10, but I don't want to. Well, if 81's this tough, I really don't see the mid-80s really being possible. Especially since we're about to exit, and level 10 ability doesn't even work on mobs right now. I think we're dead. Yeah, I don't see a way of beating this at all without a Mad at this point. We have no mob damage whatsoever. So easy mode is too easy, but hard mode is too hard. Well, it's a shame that there's no middle ground. I think at this point, let's just drop another Spectre and just show you that if I do this, I'm dead. I'll make it past the 80s, but almost assuredly die in the 90s. But yeah, here we go. Not gonna lie, I kind of like how the Spectres are literally opposite each other right now. In the exact opposite direction. And it appears that even with 2 Spectres, we are still struggling to freaking FBFBs. Are you kidding me? I died to that too. Yeah, 4 to 5 BFBs and their infinite HP, am I right? We are able to beat it this time, but yeah. I don't even know if we can make it out of the 80s at this point. It's crazy that 2 Spectres can't even handle constant mobs too. Like, what? Is this weaker than I thought? Or what? The thing is, that's our only making option. Nothing else is really anywhere near as good as that. Yeah, I think 87 might be death, guys. 4 ZMG is not enough mob damage among all of them. I do have 30k, but I don't know if that is that enough to buy a 3rd Spectre. You know what? I mean, we gotta try, right? Wow, I can. Literally straight up, exactly this round. Well, Here's open Spectre spam works, but again, DDTs are gonna kill us. So it's just a matter of time. Well, here we go, guys. This is our death. I do have Psi 10. Does that work on DDTs? No, it doesn't. Well, that's it, guys. Not as short of a challenge as I would have hoped to be, because we had to do 2 runs, but I was just curious if it was possible on hard, and yeah. So there was this mod where you can change the normal game mode into a boss. So if I just click this over here, I can choose any boss I want. This mod was made by Doombubble, so shouts out to him. So basically this means that I can do a boss on any map of my choosing, and not just any map, but also a modded map. So what I was thinking was, what if we enabled the custom map mod and went on over to crazy maps such as this one. Salons, basically Blondes, but this was the modded version before the actual Blondes map came out. And yeah, we're gonna see if we can beat an elite boss on a map as short as this one. It'll be Vortex for several reasons. So first off, I think Vortex is the only way this is possible, because Balloon Arius spawns children too far forward that you would die instantly. Trust me, I've tested it. And Lich, you would die because he keeps moving, even when the Lich Soul is active, and we probably died to the Lich Soul. So Vortex is our only option. This is basically like Blondes, except it's a bit reversed, and the map is actually a little bit shorter, if you compare them. The thing is, I can't play Blondes because that's a secret map, and it does not show up in the normal map selection, only in Challenge Editor, which I can't do this on. So up to tier 1, the farm method is basically going to be identical to what I've always done. So we'll do Geraldo NFT on round 4, and we'll start farming around this water area here. So we should basically play this like a ranked boss, as in insta-kill Vortex as fast as possible. It helps that he gets knocked back to the entrance. So all we gotta do is do the first 1/8 of its HP. So now we start the farming, and slowly but surely get rid of the white on this map, so it's less than an eyesore for you guys. I think even though it got nerfed, we probably would be good to go for a Wallfire. It should have enough Pierce still to be able to fend off up to the 30s. So there we go, Wallfire. Oh, of course the Wallfire doesn't spawn for some reason. That's some sort of bug, right? So I think I sell this to round 30. And then now I go for Marketplace spam. And then I'll build into a Balloon Trap. We'll do Camo Potion as well for 33. And yeah, let's see how much money we can make by round 40. I'm thinking for that one, Mob Elim can pretty much damage the entire partition. Favorite trades, and we'll save the money at this point. 7 Marketplaces, a Balloon Trap, and that. Now, some of you might think, yeah, Spike Storms are an insanely good option here because they don't produce less spikes if the map is shorter. They produce the same amount regardless of the length, so you can basically concentrate all your damage on Vortex. However, when Vortex gets to each skull, the shield wipes out all spikes, so that doesn't make it a great option for tier 1, because I need 8 Spike Storms. But for tier 2 and beyond, I think Spike Storms is probably the way. So I'm thinking something like the Elim over here should be good. Sell 3 farms for the Elim. I'll also retarget the trap in the back, just so that I don't leak to balloons that spawn naturally. Because right now we have good, well, the Vortex damage. Well, let's just see how it goes. You see that Vortex already spawns pretty much at the exit, which is why we need the knockback like that. And you see... Oh, wait, we're losing lives. Ah, the trap is not spawning. Okay. Well, let's get some backside defense then. I'm thinking we should just glue and then Wallfire after. Wait for it, wait for it. And now. 1, 2, 0. Okay, apparently Vortex gets rid of glue as well. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, let's try downdraft. Yeah, and I'm watching the lives. There's no way. How are we still leaking with the down? I don't get it. Wait, this actually might not be doable if... I feel like balloons are just running through the exit. Maybe the shields? Oh, possibly. Okay, let's try a mortar then. So, artillery battery is generally strong enough. Again. Alright, watching the lives. Looks like it is working. You see? We're not leaking lives. That's good. And don't get stunned. Perfect. You see? That's perfect. And this, I think, is the way. Oh, don't forget, there's camo. Hang on. Camo rainbows. Gotta give ammo to that artillery battery. Alright, and we got through tier 1. Oh wait, we're leaking lives. I guess those ceramics. Pretty OP, I guess. Alright, and GG. Tier 1 finally done. And now, don't mind if I just sell. Straight into a BRF. Straight into fertilizer. So, I'm thinking 5 BRFs, and then we'll just build a bunch of marketplaces. And or upgrade some of these to 024s. And the thing is, with tier 2, I don't even need 8 Spike Storms. Because you see I have the Reju Potion, so I can technically just go for like 3 of them, and then use 2 potions. Assuming 1 Spike Storm beats 1 partition. If not, then, well, we'll get like a little bit more. How is that performance? 7 Central Markets, and 5 BRFs. I'm gonna go ahead and start buying them now. Now, the thing is, they nerfed the 042 tech, I think, in this game, where you don't get the end of start of round bonus. You used to be able to get Fork's attack speed on the spikes, but that's no more, so it's just gotta be top half. Once again, I gotta make sure I don't die to balloons that keep spawning, because the spikes are gonna disappear when Vortex's shield hits it, so probably mortar again. Let's just see if this defense is enough first. So 1 artillery battery for the insides. Here we go. So let's see, 2 Spike Storms. 2 Spike Storms, wait, what? That didn't do anything. Okay, there's the damage. There it's coming in, okay. Cool. And then I died to something that I can't see. Okay, hang on. It's a mob that leaked. I guess mob shop or something like that might help. Okay, guys, so here we go. Spike Storms. I died again. Okay, in case it's a Moab, I'm just gonna try a main Moab and then Elite Defender, because this also does decent Vortex damage too, I guess. 025 for the leakers. Let's see, there's the skull. Oh, it is a Moab. There it is. There it is. So somehow the main mob still didn't even stun it. I had it on first, but okay. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try Super Glue.
I'm gonna drop it after I pop the first Vortex, because the mob only comes after that. And I think we're good to go now. So 3, wait. So I'll buy this, and then use this. And then see how much damage it does. There we go. Super Glue. Team entering. This should stun. See? Yep. Yep. I see it. We almost died to it. I'll buy Elite Defender. Screw it. And then let's, hang on. Use a Reju Potion. Let's use 3 Spike Storms now for the next skull. That was probably overkill. Another Carpet of Spikes. That, you see, it just got wiped out, so that was not worth it. Let's do 3. Oh, looks like Super got stunned. Oh, crap. That's not good. Reju Potion, another Spike Storm. Here we go. I think we can finish it from here. Hopefully I have enough for the rest here. So 2 more Spike Storms and the Carpet Spikes. 1 more. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 Barber Cell here. I think I don't have the abilities up. You want to wait till the skull is off, and then do this. And hang on, 1 more. Bruh, okay. I must have died to 63 or something like that. I had all the snipers and the artillery battery. I guess it wasn't enough. Alright, let's try something different. Apparently Ray of Doom is good now. I'm hoping if the damage still goes through, like the shield and all that, it'll be able to kill that mob that keeps annoying me. So this, and Spike Storms. And let's watch carefully. The mob seems to be gone, which is good news. Looks like I ran out of spike, so yeah, Reju Potion again. This seems to work though, albeit very expensive. I'll take it though. In fact, I might be able to get away with not using the last life potion. Well, I guess all I have to do is spend $1 billion in order to beat this round, or beat this tier. So yeah, I think we'll definitely use a Paragon for tier 3. Just seeing how that was, I think a Paragon is just more simple. Hopefully the Dark Monkey still works, like straight up. And now to take us the rest of the way to round 80, hopefully Tax Zone Alpha Buff will do the job. Hopefully I didn't spend too much money there with the Ray of Doom, but I think we're okay. We'll get the Ultra Boost soon, so we'll get 10 stacks very quickly. But yeah, right now we have approximately filled up half the space with farms. I'll probably build a Monkey Office on the bottom left corner now. However, I can't get that for round 80 because it's only 6 rounds away, so we'll probably just do 1 more round of farming and then save for Paragon. So even though it got nerfed, I think it should still be fine because the thing is, since it bounces off literally next to the wall in the corner, the Apex Plasmaster should get a strong amount of damage thanks to that. Like, enough that I'll only need this tower, but I guess we'll find out. Got 80k to spare. I'll probably spend the money on a Cripple Moab and then a Glue Storm. We'll set it on last as well, and yeah, that's it. However, now I realize that, okay, maybe I should have... Actually, no, this gets done. This gets done. Okay. I probably got to put it a little bit more southeast. Something like this. Hopefully should be good. Let's see. Come on, come on. No stun? Nice. Perfect, perfect. And let's see if it still gets stunned over here. Please no. Thank you. Alright, this works. Cool. Oh. Probably leak to balloons. I honestly might just have to resort to the Ray of Doom, so I guess I'll sell a couple more towers for this. Like, including some of the BRFs, 3 of them. Luckily, we can build this back literally in 3 seconds, because we're making so much money right now. Literally 6-digit dollar amounts per round. And looks like I'm not dying yet. Maybe before I jinx myself, please. I think Ray of Doom's got this, guys. I probably get a Legend Knight for tier 4 and tier 5 for more safety. But yeah, right now what I want to do is I still want to keep building money, because I can get 1 more good tower in a very big Monkeyopolis. In fact, let me go ahead and start Ultra Boosting it so it gets more range. Also, one thing I should do, since I have the money now, is Chinook the favorite trades for more sellback on that Apex Plasmaster. Let me Dorgunner you, and then more sellback on you guys, all over here. And honestly, I'm gonna keep the Ray of Doom. That should guarantee we don't lose to the 80s or 90s. Probably need a bit more support for Legacy UMGs. Also, Droll got nerfed so that the potion doesn't give range to villages anymore, right? How sad. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. Alright, since I have infinite money, I should start dropping totems too. I'm not sure which one I want to get for this. If I drop totems, it's gotta be a permanent Paragon. It's Ace, Ninja, or NG. I guess we'll think about that later, but for now, there it is, guys. Big boy Monkeyopolis. $45,000 per round. I think we need the Ace for tier 5, so this might be a Ninja or an NG. I could go for an NG for tier 4, so that it builds up for tier 5, rather than, I guess, Ninja. It honestly doesn't really matter, I feel like. But the downside is that it makes tier 4 harder, because I have no stacks on the NG to start. Hopefully this spot for the Master Builder works. Before I buy it, let me just get max out the greed as much as possible. Should be at least 40 with all those Paragon totems. 46, yep. That's okay for me. And then, yeah, again, another makeshift Paragon, Dart Monkey, like, here or something like that. Now, I probably should have pre-placed some sentries, because right now, I'm not sure I can actually pop the first Skull Vortex, so I'm probably just going to drop a Vengeful this round, too. Get the damage as quickly down as possible. Alright, let's blast. 38. 39, crap. Okay, maybe I should have spent a bit more for 40, but whatever. Good enough. I just realized that I can't actually go for a Vengeful with the money I have. I need to sell a bit more, so I think I'm just gonna not go for True Sun God. I'm gonna spend 50k right now on Sun Temple boosted Spike Towers. If I can beat the first partition, then the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth are way easier, so I need the fastest damage possible. That would be snipers. I really don't want to restart here, so I think this is probably enough for the first part of tier 4. So I'll use one of these, so I have every ability active. Hang on, I'm gonna have to actually sell a couple more for Carpet Spikes, because I forgot to buy that. I'll buy it mid-round till I get the spike. So, 3, 2, 1. Please work. Go, go, go. Everything at once. Nice, okay, we got the first skull down, so the rest should be easier from here, right? Right? I think so, but that's still getting really far. Crap. I don't really like that. I think what we gotta do is we gotta buy ourselves Homeland. Come on. Oh, I died. Did I die to a balloon leak or something? That was not Vortex. Somehow, a balloon got through all this defense. That's crazy. So here's what I'll do, okay? After the first skull, quickly drop Big Trap, Super Glue, and Impale. Just to slow down anything in the backside here. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Quickly. Not every Spike Storm. Just a good amount of them. Come on. There we go. Alright, quickly. So Super Glue. Big Trap. 015 something like over here. More Spike Storms now. Refresh Homeland. Super Glue. Oh crap, it's done the towers. Really? Even that far away? Well. Oh no, it's done the NG as well. Crap. This ain't good because even if I win, then I can't move the NG for tier 5. So maybe I gotta redo this or something. Whatever, I'm taking this still. Let's just win first, please. 102. I'm just happy the dart is still standing. More Spike Storms. Can I at least get all 3 NGs down? Sentries. I'll figure out what to do with the NG after, but I really don't want to spend 10,000 hours dropping everything down again. But there it is. We did it. That took a lot. And can you imagine tier 5, guys? We're gonna need to pull out all the stops. So yeah. Ace Paragon for sure with the rest of my totems. So first things first, I gotta sell off some of my towers here so that I can build my Vengeful. Because obviously right now we are overkill quite a bit on all this stuff. Let me just go ahead and build my Vengeful Temple now. So, we can get that out of the way. Mathing is hard, guys. It's always a struggle even with the Vengeful Temple, but we did it. I think I'll move my sentries here. Something like that. So this should hopefully still attack Vortex without getting stunned for tier 5. Aside from the first go around. Here we go. So, we are now at 120, so now let's see how much money we have in the tank after selling every farm. Should be enough to get the Ace Paragon and even Boomerang if I wanted to. Or Ninja, rather. I don't have the extra Paragon mod, by the way, so I'm still limited to 4. So I can't quite go for the Buccaneer and the rest. It'll have to be Ninja, right? Yeah, Ninja helps slow down things. Blast off, what degree is this? 53. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's send it to Wing Monkey. Okay, that's good enough, I think. So this will be a weak one, 23, but that's fine. Now let's spend the last 1.6 million on towers. Damage, okay. We're gonna overkill the hell out of this, by the way. We want to use every last drop. So let's get all the super strong towers. Mad as well, yep, don't forget, don't forget. What else? Fine, I'll buy Laser Shock. You guys, everyone keeps complaining. Wow, I didn't buy Laser Shock. There, the 1 damage will help. Right, I should buy stuff that, hang on, has massive stun range, just to make sure I don't leak. Balloon Crush should catch things. Biggest one for more stuns. There's space for Mob Dom here, so fine. There. More knockback. I guess when we mean everything, we mean everything, so hell, even a Super Mines. We drop below 1 million, I think I'm just going to start, because we have pretty much everything. 3, 2, 1... Please don't make me restart this. Homeland. Everything. Everything. Yeah, we gotta blow everything right now, before it actually exits. Come on. Explosion? Don't exit, don't exit, don't exit. Thank you, okay. And now quickly, so you don't die to any random balloons. Super glue. Big trap. Wait, it can't fit. It can't fit anything. I can't see anything on the screen right now. I'm just gotta assume we're fine. We're fine, right? It's turning, it's turning, it's turning. Crap, I'm dead. No, redo potion. I shouldn't have used it. Now I don't have another one. But, wait, what am I ultra boosting? I'll use that. Yeah, just average boss gameplay in a nutshell, guys. This is what ranked mode is like. Alright, I got the Goliath Doomship ability, but that's a long cooldown to drop. I doubt it'll even do anything. Homeland again. Why does it look like it's gonna exit and I'm gonna lose? This ain't good. This ain't good, guys. Yeah, this one you can really just only pray that we have enough. Come on. It's leaking, I can tell. I can tell it's leaking. But I can't do anything about it. Oof. That's close. You know what? Let's quickly do a Door Gunner Embrittlement. I didn't do that earlier. I thought it was fine. But I'll do it now. Goliath Doomship again. Come on. Homeland again. More Spike Storms. This is getting scary. I really don't want to restart this again. Do we have another Rejuve Potion yet? Still not. Okay, that's not great. Just keep using Spike Storms. I think we can hit the next skull. Okay. It's close, but I think we have enough DPS. I think I definitely have dropped a little bit more Spike Storms before the round started. Well, that's fine. Come on. Doomsday ability? Okay, we hit the last skull. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Final stretch, boys. Final stretch. Give it all you got. Let's use every ability. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Yes, it is. Jeez. I knew it was gonna be hard coming into it. But we did it. We made history by being the first to complete an expert boss on the shortest map of all time. Granted, obviously, I don't think anyone else tried this because this is a mod. But that's still... yeah. That was a lot. So the biggest pops went to the plane, out DPSing even the True Sun God and the Dark Monkey, and all that. You see how much the spikes carried as well? Hundreds of thousands on it. Sign Avatars also, quite a bit. Snipers, not so much. These weren't that great. But yeah. Where do we go here for modded bosses now that that's available? We can always try other modded maps, but that's it for this one. If we can beat a boss on this map, then we can probably do it in others. So who knows? Stay tuned.